We're ready to begin our 11 o'clock
Hello
game.
and welcome everybody to yet another presentation of Hardhats
This game is
TV
Parker
here
Lightning.
in Pueblo, Colorado.
Good
The
pitching
Hardhats
for
carrying their
Parker's number
20-game win
12,
streak against
Cannon Utes.
the Lightning Baseball
Behind the
Club
plate,
from
number
Parker,
11,
Colorado today, playing in our
Mr.
fourth game,
Taylor. First
going for
base, number
21 in a
7,
row and a
Braden
4-0 start
Horton.
here at the
At
tournament,
second
setting
base,
ourselves
number
up
9,
nicely
Brock
to qualify for the playoffs in
Hoagie.
this tournament, the Tony
The shortstop's
Andenucio Memorial
number 16,
Tournament.
Rylan Taguchi.
So we've got our lineups here today, the Hardhats. Switching it up a little.
35,
Leading
Lucas
off is, of
Sale.
course, third baseman Aiden
Center
Roberts,
fielder, number
still the
18,
same. Then shortstop Wilson
Maddox
Kiefer, doing that
Stahl.
two-hole
At
slot
the
he's been
right
doing
field,
somewhat
number
often.
6, Reed
Center fielder Harry Good at the
Zilius.
3. Cleanup still Alex Dietrich playing first. Designated hitter, not second base, Hayden Hollick will be at the 5. Then left fielder Tate Crossweight will be at the 6. No Roach in this lineup. Second baseman today, instead of Hollick, will be Dawson Inhofer batting 7. The catcher is Josh Elder at the 8 hole, and right fielder Carter Johnson is at the 9 with Eli Kelly on the mound. So to repeat, the first 3 for the Hardhats: third baseman Aiden Roberts, shortstop Wilson Kiefer, center fielder Harry Good, the middle 3, first baseman Alex Dietrich, designated hitter Hayden Hollick, and left fielder Tate Crossweight. In the bottom 3, second baseman Dawson Inhofer, catcher Josh Elder, and right fielder Carter Johnson, with Eli Kelly on the mound. Now for the Lightning squad, leading off for them is shortstop Rylan Taguchi, then second baseman Brock Krog. Brock Krog is going to be at the 2. Cannon Utes will be the 3-hole hitter and pitching. That one already a hit. So great start out there. I couldn't even get ready to start off the game, and we already are on the bases. Is that a single? Okay, we're going, yeah. So Robert's already on the bases. He has not been caught this year. 21 steals to date. Ball low from Utes.
The shortstop, number 15, Wilson Kiefer.
Utes, one of the 4 commits to the next level on this Lightning baseball team. He'll be going to Shoreline Community College. I believe that's Oregon. Outside, ball 2. Delivered to Wilson Kiefer. D1 going to Northern Colorado. So he'll be around this area a lot more. 2-0. Swung on, popped up, out of play.
Heads.
First strike shown by Utes since the hit. Sorry if the Wi-Fi is a little bit spotty. We do not have the inline Wi-Fi connection that we have at the Hobbs Field here at the Andenucio Field. But we're making with what we do. There will be a recording that will be uploaded later. You can watch the Woodward game already. The Victus game, currently about 70% uploaded. It'll be uploaded before the Pueblo game. Soft grounder over to third. Stall to throw in time. And the first man put away here by the Bolts in the top of the first. Aiden Roberts advances. Good morning to all of you. Saturday.
With 1 on, 1 out. Brings up the center fielder, number 14, Harrison Good.
Here's Harry Good. He's been complaining he can't get the same lift with the wood bat that he normally has with the aluminum, and it's been frustrating for him. He says that while being one of the most successful hitters for the Hardhats in that tournament. It's cracked over the glove of the third baseman. And a shallow single into left field. Second hit of the inning. Now Harry Good's got 1. Runners on the corners for the cleanup man, Alex Dietrich.
With runners at the corners, 1 out. Brings up the first baseman, number 27, Alex Dietrich.
So runners in the corners, 1 out. Hardhats looking to get on the board. They've scored 16 of their 18 runs in this tournament in the first inning. Low in the dirt, but Harry gonna stay put on first. 1-0 count. It's a nice Saturday here in Pueblo, significantly cooler than that 104 day we experienced on Thursday. I believe high 80s maybe. Swung on, soft one, dribbler to short. It is scooped, and he slips on the turf. or not the turf, sorry, the dirt. His footing not quite good enough to make the turn to first. And a lucky break for the Hardhats. I believe we call that an infield hit. Because that wasn't something wrong. It wasn't something done wrong by the shortstop necessarily.
Still would have gotten it.
And Dietrich still might have gotten there.
Number 20, Hayden Pollock.
So Hollick now up. RBI single from Dietrich, 2 on, 1 out, high and outside. Hollick not playing the field today. He's nursing something. I don't remember what it is, but I've been talking with the trainer about that. Still on the lineup card, just batting in the designated hitter slot instead of playing the field at second. He'll be replaced by Dawson Inhofer at second today. 2-0 count now to Hollick. Harry pretending to take off to get in ahead of Oots. He throws back, not in time. Harry really good at jumping as the guy is just about to turn away from him to get him to turn back. Put him off balance a little. So those kind of high effort plays. Fastball low outside, and now a 3-0 count. So Oots not locating particularly well to start off this game. .3-0. Taken high, ball 4, and the base is now loaded. First walk issued by Oots. Moves Dietrich to second, Good to third, and it'll bring up the big lefty, Tate Crossway. Crossway hit the furthest ball of anybody on the Hardhats in this tournament. He hit one that I thought got out in right field at Hobbs Field. It bounced off of the top of these very tall walls. Fouled back. He is large and in charge. 0-1 count now. Swung on down the line, but foul. Good contact there, just slightly ahead of the pitch for Tate Crossway. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Hollick goes down. So the second out of the game, going to be recorded on a strikeout of Tate Crossway. First K of the day for Oots.
Brings up the second baseman, number 18, Dawson Inhofer.
Here's Inhofer. He's got serious speed. Not out of the question that he would go for a bunt here. Low and outside, 1-0 count. Inhofer awaiting. He's got the waggle going. Inside, ball 2. He's firmly off of the plate. Been kind of a utility guy all over, and then a good bullpen arm. Was used yesterday, one inning of shutout ball in the tight 4-3 win over at Gojo Baseball Club. And the piecemeal of relievers we put together for that day. It's a 2-1 count now. Oots throws a strike. Inhofer reaches for it, can't come up with it. And that'll be swing and a miss, strike 2. So we got a 2-2 count now to Inhofer. Inhofer poised, staring down the pitcher. Oots delivers. Low in the dirt, and it'll get away. Charging home is good. Dietrich to third, Hollick to second, and the Hardhats put another one on the board. On the wild pitch from Cannon Oots. I gotta say, for a pitcher, the name Cannon is a fantastic name. If you knew you were going to be a pitcher, that is a great name to give your kid. Inhofer swings, and never mind, ball 4. I lost track of that one. Looking down at the scoreboard, or at the scorecard, scorebook. Yeah, that's right.
Now the bases loaded with 2 outs, brings up the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder.
So, second walk of the day issued out by Oots. Hardhats looking like they're continuing their trend of big first innings. Here's Josh Elder. He's known to pull it down the line. Swing and a miss on a meaty ball. Low in the zone. Strike one for Elder. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Oots gives him one, and he gets a serious crack on that one, but pulls it foul. Very good contact. He barreled that one up. But now trailing in the count 0-2. Oots trying to get out of the inning. Curveball outside. Won't tempt Elder.
Sure.
It's a 1-2 count now.
Yeah.
So 1-2 to Elder.
Alright, I'll see you in a little bit.
Oots checks, delivers. Popped up, out of play. He will extend the at-bat with the foul ball.
Okay, thank you.
So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Elder trying to help the Hardhats make the most of the opportunity they've been afforded here. It was interesting. They have scored all of their runs in this tournament in 1 inning of every game they've played. So this could be the only inning where they score, in theory. Low and outside, 2-2, so we got to make the most of it. There was 4 runs in the first against the Gojo Baseball Club, then somehow we did not put up any in the remaining 6 innings, but still won thanks to good relief pitching. And then 12 in the first against Woodward, smacked into the gap in right, and that'll get through. 1 run scores, Hollick will hold at third. And that'll be an RBI single for Josh Elder. We have batted around. Elder finds a hole. It feels like everything on the grass and dirt infield here simultaneously moving slower and yet faster. It is, Jace Morgan going to come in as the courtesy runner for Josh Elder on first.
Courtesy runner, number 22, Chase Morgan. Brings to bat number 16, Carter Johnson, right field.
Here's Carter Johnson in his first at-bat of this game. Swing and a miss. He had 1 start earlier in the tourney against, I want to say, Victus. He was in that lineup. I could be wrong, though. I'm probably wrong. He's had 1 start. 0-1. Swung on and grounded down the line, but just foul. So the Lightning avoid a hit there. Carter steps back into the box. Oots gives him one, low in the zone. That ball drops off the table, but Johnson saw it coming. So a 1-2 for Tater. Taken high. No hesitation there. Johnson now on a 2-2. Time granted. Thank you all for watching this Saturday evening, or I guess morning, kind of. Low in the dirt. It's now evening. We're like 3 minutes into the afternoon. So full count now to Johnson. A walk would bring in a run. Hardhats looking to keep piling on things. Handed off to the top of the order. Aiden Roberts on deck. He's been unstoppable. Smacked into center. It should be right at the center fielder. He's going back and he will make the grab, and that'll end the inning. So Oots strands the bases, but 3-run score in the top of the first. The Hardhats off to a great start, up 3-0 after their first round batting. Now coming to the mound is going to be Eli Kelly.
In the top of the first. For the Hardhats, they scored 3 runs.
So recap that one. 4 hits turn into 3 runs.
3 left on.
All 3 of them earned to the starter Oots. There are no errors on the Lightning Baseball Club, but there was that one weird little slip thing. And 3 men left aboard.
Defensively, for post 22.
So let me give you the Lightning Baseball Club lineup here. I haven't gone through it yet. Leading off at shortstop, Rylan Taguchi, the Clark College commit. Then second baseman, Brock Progi will be at the 2. Then the pitcher, Andenucio, will be batting third. He's a two-way guy. Center fielder, Maddox Stahl, with blazing speed, will be cleaning up. The third baseman, Landon Mills, will be at the 3, or at the 5. First baseman, Braden Horton, is batting 6th. The catcher, Jack Taylor, is 7th. And right fielder, Reed Sawyers will be at the 8th. And left fielder, Lucas Sale, will be 9th, with Cannon Oots on the mound. So let me give you a little recap of the lineup, 3 at a time. Shortstop, the first 3, shortstop, Rylan Taguchi. Second baseman, Brock Progi, and pitcher, Cannon Oots. The middle 3, center fielder, Maddox Stahl. Third baseman, Landon Mills, and first baseman, Braden Horton. And the bottom 3, catcher, Jack Taylor. Right fielder, Reed Sawyers, and left fielder, Lucas Sale, with Oots on the mound as well.
Shortstop, number 16, Rylan Taguchi.
We're watching Hardhats TV presentation from Pueblo, Colorado, in the south of Colorado here. Taguchi going to lead off this one. A Rock Canyon High School player. I could be crazy. I could be wrong. I remember playing a Taguchi in tennis when I was playing at Grandview. He could be related to one of the tennis guys I played. I don't know. Not sure it was them, but I'm not sure it wasn't them. A 1-1. Eli Kelly on the mound. He pitched a 7-inning, 2-run game. Smacked. Handled easily by Kiefer. The throw is low, but the stretch is good. And Alex Dietrich puts away the first out. 6-3 on the shortstop, Taguchi. Good start for the Hardhats and Eli. Eli, a contact pitcher, a finesse pitcher. He gets a few Ks. He's got a nasty curveball, a fastball that doesn't drop, and a changeup to switch up the pace. He's more of a finesse pitcher than anything. Like I said, pitched 7 against Casper. Swung on and hit into center. That'll be a single. So the first hit of the day for the Bolts on the board.
Brock singles to center, puts a runner on first with 1 out. Brings to bat the pitcher, number 12, Cannon Oots.
So Oots now up. Legend High School, as with many of the players on this team. He's a Charger. Curveball almost hits the zone, just a little inside. And now 1-0, Kelly to Oots. Double play is in effect. The infield pinched in, but leaves big gaps between the middle and the edge. That one popped up into center. Harry Good thinks he has it. He does. And 2 outs now in the bottom of the first.
Puts you down. Brings up the center fielder, number 18, Maddox Stahl.
Maddox Stahl, an absolute speedster. Not the kind of guy you would expect to see at the 4-hole. A wide receiver / running back at Legend High School. Runs a blazing fast 4.51 60-yard dash. Curveball high. And then that 60-foot dash. And then he's got and then he sprints 100 and 200 meter for the track team. So a speedster, to say the least. Kelly gives him something to chew on. Popped up out of play on a fastball. Stahl. There's a big trend. I believe it's because of the pitcher Greg Maddux, but a lot of people named Maddux coming through the system right about now that are just now turning 18, 17, and all of them are pretty good at baseball, believe it or not, which I believe would go to the fact that they might be named after Greg Maddux, the pitcher. So, you know, baseball family, bring up baseball kid. So, 1-1. Stahl. Awaiting. Fastball hit hard down the line, and that'll be through into left field. Crossway handles And they will keep Proggy at second. But another hit here for the Bolts in the bottom of the first.
Stall singles puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. Brings to bat the third baseman, number 25, Joe Mills.
The good news is we've still got 2 outs in the bottom of the inning. There's a chance to get out of this rather easily. And then Maddox Stahl has a man in front of him on the base path, so he can't go take off. Landon Mills coming up now, the third baseman, batting 5th. Kelly. Fastball high will be ball 1. Kelly gets the signal, setting up on the outside of the plate. Curveball in the zone. The looping curveball finds the middle, and it's 1-1. Kelly checks. Another curveball in the zone on the other side. First left, now right. The curveball painting each of the edges. Now you might expect one to be a third curveball, but a little bit low. Elder sets the target outside. Fastball high! Strike 3. He swings through it, comes up with nothing. And Eli Kelly gets his first K of the game. 2 hits, but nobody scores in the bottom of the first. The Hardhats will head into the second, up 3 to nothing.
In the bottom of the first for Parker Lightning, they have no runs. They have 2 hits. There are no errors and 2 left on. Their score after 1 complete. Post 22.
So
3.
2 hits, turn it into no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, 2 left on. Eli shut out in the first, though there were some signs to possibly a strong offense here for Parker. Parker, another suburb of Metro Denver. Got plenty of kids from the Centennial and Aurora area as well in the southeast corner of the Denver Metro. Boots is coming back out. He's got glasses on. Almost goggles. It's pretty cool. The Bolts here, at least on their game changer, sported the San Diego Chargers mid-2000s colors, and then also used the logo on the game changer, but they have a different logo that you can see on the scoreboard right now normally. It's not curved, it's pretty straight. Love a good Bolt. We're going to have an encore in the second here. Aiden Roberts going to lead this one off again. He took the first pitch and grounded it for an infield single his first time up. He batted 3 for 3 yesterday and has a hit today, so we'll just say relatively hot. He's definitely done his job as a table setter for this Hardhats team. Boots, fastball, chopped to third. Good scoop out of the dirt. A pump, a throw is high, but they tag him. Roberts falls hard. He'll be okay, though, it seems.
Nice stop at third. Good tag at first. Roberts is okay.
So they have to tag him. Roberts going to go back. He might have gotten a few pebbles in his skin, but that'll be it. Good play by the third baseman, Landon Mills, to pull that out the dirt, and from first baseman Braden Horton to apply the tag, knowing he was off the bag. So Kiefer will take a ball 1 on the first pitch he sees. Kiefer grounded out to third his first time up. Was the first out of the inning. Looking for a hit now. Man, we got plenty of you in here. Sorry the Wi-Fi is inconsistent. High. It's doing better than I thought it would. Shout out to the little hotspot. Don't worry, for the Pueblo game, we'll be hardwired into the router. So we will not have any problems in that game. Strike one. But at the Andenucio field, there is no such router. So this is what we got, but it's doing better than I thought. A lot of this is in the excellent condition range. Swung on, hit down the middle. Froggy scoops. The throw going to be close. Just got him. By a hair. Froggy able to get Wilson Kiefer out before he reaches the bag. That was a very close play. Kiefer legged that out, but couldn't come through. And now, coming up is Harry Good.
Reached about the center fielder, number 14. Harrison Good.
So Good had a single on the first, came around to score. Looking to keep that going. His single was a little looper where the third baseman, Mills, took a premature jump. He hits it right to third, and it will get by Mills this time.
Out number 3.
A line out to Mills, and a 1-2-3 inning for Oots and the Bolts. Big improvement on the 3 allowed in the first.
In the top of the second. For the Hardhats, and no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on.
Apparently Landon Mills goes to Swink High School. I don't even know where that is. Swink, Colorado? I've never heard of a Swink.
Oh, Swink, yeah. Yeah, it's east.
Okay. East of Denver or like Front Range? Oh, really? It's close to this area. Okay. Swink, kind of in an odd spot. Landon Mills hailing from Swink. On this club team, most of them from Denver Metro, though. Braden Horton, the first baseman, is from Rock Canyon High School, as is Rylan Taguchi.
We move to the bottom of the second. Coming to bat, first baseman number 7, Braden Horton.
And Brock Proggy. The majority of this team made up of Legend and Rock Canyon players. Legend High School, Rock Canyon High School, both Parker, Colorado area public schools. 1-0. Strike down the middle, delivered by Kelly. Low, ball 2. Most of it feels like the majority of the Aurora/Centennial area high school players are being represented in this tournament. The Gojo team had mostly Greeley, but a few guys from the Denver area. And then Victus had a ton of guys from there. And then, of course, we've got this Parker team with a lot of guys there. So, yeah, Arapahoe, it feels like their entire roster coming here. Cherokee Trail as well. Both are Centennial League powers in suburban Colorado. Bobbed up and out of play. Braden Horton hits it into what I assume to be the Little League park next door. Full count for Kelly to Horton. Curveball payoff.
Heads.
Horton swings late, but just gets a piece of it. Ball 4. And Kelly gives out a rare walk on a hard-fought at-bat from Braden Horton. That at-bat took 8 pitches and got the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Taylor.
So Jack Taylor now up. First pitch just a tad high on the small statured Taylor. Strike zone a little more ground side. Check swing, accidentally gets a piece of it off the handle. Elder has to finish the job, and he gets him at first. Accidental hit there from Taylor, who was on an inside pitch. He was trying to check swing. It hits the handle before it even gets to the paint on the bat, and it'll go fair. So the runner advances to second. Horton on second now, but
second, 1 out. Brings up the right fielder, number 6, Reed Salyers.
And it brings up Reed Salyers. Salyers, as he flies a foul ball out of play. Salyers in high school this year, he only had 18 plate appearances, but batted just an .071 average in high school at Arapahoe this year. Part hitter, part pitcher. Curveball high. OPS of 421. But small sample size. Kelly sets, delivers. Swing and a miss! Reaching for the curveball. Salyers comes up empty. So we got a 1-2 count now here for Reed. Reed is spelled R-E-I-D, not R-E-E-D. A 1-2. Salyers setting. Curveball again, and he comes up empty again, swinging at wind. 2 down now in the bottom of the second. Eli Kelly, his second K of the day. Salyers just could not handle the curveball.
Lucas Sale.
Just could not get any of the curveball there. Lucas Sale now up. Ponderosa High School. A little bit out of the Parker area. First pitch, strike down the middle. Fastball from Eli. And with 2 outs now, he's looking to strand another runner and keep this thing scoreless. 0-1 to Sale. Wind picking up a little. High and outside, ball 1. 1-1 count now here for Kelly. Curveball in the zone. Bingo. Strike 2. Another pretty curveball from Eli. That pitch, his finest. Might only touch low 70s, high 60s, but you can't catch up to it. Too much movement. There it is again. Popped up. Not going to be playable. That might land on a little walk nearby. Hardhats currently 3-0 in the tournament. They cannot clinch here, unfortunately. The Victus team beat Pueblo last night, 5-4, and we play Pueblo later in the final game of pool play. And unless somehow Victus loses today to, I believe, it would be have they played the Lightning team yet? I think this might be, no, because they're 0-4. It would be Woodward? It might be Woodward. 2-2. But unlikely Victus will lose. Yeah. Yeah, so Woodward after this game is over. We will have, well, we won't, but Victus will play Woodward, a team that we beat 12-0. So they will likely finish 4-1. Pueblo currently sporting a 2-1 record. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eli Kelly's fastball, too much to handle. He rifles one by the bat of Lucas Sale. 3rd strikeout of the game, and nobody scores after the leadoff man gets aboard. Eli Kelly sits down Sale,
In the second
and it's
for
still
Parker
scoreless
Lightning, no
for the
runs, no
Bolts
hits, no
through
errors,
2.
one left
Eli
out.
pitching a
Score
shutout.
remains
'Hardhats up
3-0
3-0
in
as we
favor of
enter
Post
the third
22.
inning of play. But had Victus lost last night, they only narrowly beat Pueblo 5-4. Had they lost last night, they would have had 2 losses. Everybody would have had 2 losses, and had we just won this game, we could have clinched, maybe rested some guys. But as it stands, it would be a 3-way tie should we lose to Pueblo, which is not the anticipation, but a possibility. That would make it all, every team 4-1, 2 teams get through, and then the next tiebreaker, because we'd have a little triangle of wins over one another, would go to runs allowed per innings pitched. So keeping the runs allowed low here, the Hardhats have only allowed 4 in this tournament thus far, which is very good. That's the lowest of any of the teams that are in, that would be in that tie. Pueblo has allowed 6, and Victus has allowed, I believe, 5. I can double check on that. I believe they've allowed 5.
We move to the third inning. Coming to bat, first baseman, number 27, Alex Dietrich.
But yeah, that's what we've got. Still need to win this game though. High and inside. Woo. Dietrich limbo's out of the way of that one. And now a 2-0 count. Swung on and hit hard to short. Scooped successfully to throw on time, on target. And that'll be the first out. So 6-3 on Alex Dietrich for the first out. So that's 5 consecutive put away now by Oots, who seems to be getting into a groove.
With one down, brings up the DH, number 20, Hayden Hollick.
So Hollick, low and outside, 1-0 to him from Oots. Swung on, popped up,
Yes.
and out of play. That one might hit a tree. Hardhats wearing these new all-blue pinstriped jerseys, which have had mixed opinions. Called strike, maybe a little off the plate there. But no matter what, 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. That is the side the umpire is favoring, though. You should have the best view of that side. Swung on, and a worm burner over to short. Backhanded grab, might be a close play, and it is scooped successfely by Taylor, or Horton at first.
Short and at first for out number 2.
A good grab and throw from Taguchi will retire Hayden Hollick. 2 outs now in the third inning.
Left fielder number 29, Tate Crossway.
Crossway struck out swinging his first time up. He was going for the fences. Now with nobody on, you have to wonder if his approach has changed a little, or if he's just thinking, well, I can't strand anybody. Might as well get some extra bases. Make my own runs here. 1-0. Hits one hard. Taguchi able to handle the throw on time. And that'll be the
6-3
third out of the inning.
And the inning with no runs, no hits,
Everything
no
runs through Taguchi in that one.
No
No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. And that's 2 perfect innings in a row for him. Oots is recovered and pitching similarly to what we saw yesterday out of the Gojo starter Cameron Gonzalez, who allowed 4 in the first and then allowed nothing else for the remaining 6. But in that game, the Hardhats kind of outlasted them on the back of pitching, and Eli has a shutout going. So, hey, I'd like to give a special announcement, or not announcement, just sort of a message. Happy birthday to our very own River Walters. He turns 18 today. He's here in attendance on the road, so away from home on this one, but doing what he loves, playing post-22 baseball. This will be a birthday he will remember. So happy birthday, River. Eli back out here for the third inning of work for him. He'll have to face the top of the Lightning lineup again. Taguchi, Progue, and Oots.
We move to the bottom of
Taguchi
the
is
third.
committed
Talking about
to the next
shortstop,
level.
make 3 nice plays. So that's inning number 16, Rylan Taguchi.
He is going to Clark College in the fall, a Rock Canyon player. First pitch, Kelly, fastball is swung on and on the hop. Inhofer handles the throw in time. Good job there to adjust to the bounce.
For out number 1.
And that'll be the first out of the inning. Brings up Brock Proge. One out now here in the bottom of the third.
Brings up the second baseman, number 9, Brock.
Curveball, strike one. Another pretty one, a fluttering curveball in the right side of the zone. 0-1. Kelly, another curveball is timed up and hit hard into left. Crossway going after it, and he will make the grab. The ball heading into the sun doesn't seem to bother him. He is wearing the shades out there. That could be helping. But a fine play tracking that one down for Crossway, and we've got 2 down in the bottom of the third now. Up comes Oots. He's pitched 2 perfect innings in a row against the Hardhats.
The pitcher, number 12.
Flew out to center his first time up, trying to help himself out. Hits it hard, back up the middle, off the glove of Kelly. He'll have to recover. The throw, sidearm to first in time.
Nice recovery by the pitcher for out number 3.
And that'll be the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on for Eli Kelly. And it's still a shutout through 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
So top of the 4th, we're entering the midway point of this ball game.
We've completed 3 innings. The score remains.
And it's still Hardhats 3-0.
Hardhats 3. Parker Lightning 0.
Rapid City really showing out. I heard something about seeding that was happening before the tournament. I'm not totally sure what that was, but there was something in there where the Hardhats were ranked at least somewhere around the 6 out of 10 mark. They're new to this team, new to this tournament, first time showing up to the Tony Andenucio Memorial Classic, or Andenucio Memorial Tournament, but they've taken it by storm. They've beaten the team who was ranked number 1 coming in, that Victus team. And Cheyenne Post 2, the other one at the 2 slot. So Legion making some noise and getting in front of some very important eyeballs here. A lot of recruiters out here for these showcase teams. Probably would never go to Rapid City on their own to come scout our guys. But they get to see all that Rapid City has to offer with the post-22 Hardhats now playing some of their best baseball this season. Oots coming back out for his 4th inning of work. 2 perfect innings in a row in the 2nd and 3rd inning, but in the first did allow 3 runs on 4 hits.
We move to the 4th inning. Coming to bat, the second baseman, number 18, Dawson Inhofer.
Oots has a very peculiar dirt pattern. It's all on the front of his legs. Bunt put down. That was a fastball. He barely got a piece of that thing. Fouled it away. But Oots got the front of the legs dirty. He must have slid into first at some point. Low and outside. We all know it can't be from his pitching time on the mound. The mound and home plate area are the only turf parts of this Tony Andenucio field. Swung on, popped up, and out of play again. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Dawson Inhofer. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oots cuts down his fourth batter of the ball game. A strikeout. No, that would be his third batter.
With one down. Brings to bat the
Strikeout
catcher,
in Hofer.
number 21. Josh
Brings up Elder. Elder came through with the bases loaded for an RBI single in the top of the first. Fouls back a strong fastball from Oots. And the count now 0 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, hard down the first base line. It is handled cleanly, and stepping on the bag is Braden Horton for the second out. So the Hardhats
16, the right fielder, Carter Johnson.
On the verge of going through the order with nothing to show for it. On the verge of 3 perfect innings for Cannon Oots. But they've got a lead. It's 0-1. Carter check swing into right and foul. That one had a higher chance of getting down than either I or Carter thought. These are outdated, but Oots projected to be throwing a 82 mile an hour to 80 to 82 mile an hour fastball and a curveball in the high 60s, according to his most recent prep baseball report. Showcase. Low pitch taken at the knees. Shoreline Community College. They are the Dolphins. Very cool. His hobbies apparently include working out and golf. 2-2 count to Carter Johnson. He's looking for his first hit of the day. Looking to get on for the first time today, if he can. Called strike 3, maybe a little generous on the inside of the plate, but that'll sit down Carter Johnson, the 3rd strikeout of the game now. First looking for Cannon Oots, and he's gone through the order perfect. 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3 between the 2nd and 4th innings. Luckily for the Hardhats, they put up 3 in the first, and Eli is shoving on the mound. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on.
In the 4th for post 22. No runs, no hits, no errors.
And at the true midway point of the game, the Hardhats on top 3-0. Kelly going to be facing the middle of the order. Stahl, Mills, and Horton. Stahl projects as a better leadoff man than a cleanup man, but I don't know. He ended up coming through with a single in the first. But like I said, he's got speed for days. For reference, he has a 60-yard dash, which is the common speed measurement or a 60-foot dash, the common speed measurement in.
Now coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. The center fielder, number 18, Maddox Stahl.
Or I think it's a 60-yard. I don't know. Yeah, 60-yard dash. That's the common speed measurement in baseball. He ran a 6.51. Dawson Inhofer, the fastest player on our team, arguably, and a player who stole upwards of 50 stolen bases at the junior level last season, said that he runs a 6.74, a full quarter second behind Maddox Stahl's time. And nobody catches Inhofer, so yeah, don't let this guy on the bases. He'll rob you blind. Curveball in the zone, maybe a little bit of trickery being played there as Elder swiped that ball back into the strike zone when it could have been a little bit off the plate. A 1-2, Kelly. Change up in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Maddox Stahl. Stahl playing center today. Only had to make 1 out. Fastball swatted at and knocked foul to extend the at-bat. Stahl. Now that he's got 2 strikes, he's not going to do any bunting, but he totally could. So the Hardhats very sound on defense. Haven't allowed any errors. Curveball, strike 3! Stahl is caught oogling at that pitch for strike 3, frozen, and the first out of the inning recorded. 4th strikeout of the game for Eli Kelly.
With 1 down. Brings up the
Kelly
third baseman, number
having a
25,
fantastic
Joe
outing
Mills.
in this one. Landon Mills now up. He struck out swinging his first time, gets a piece of 1 and fouls it back. 0-1 count. Curveball, swing and a miss for Mills. He comes up empty, and now trailing the count, 0 balls to 2 strikes. Kelly's got him on the ropes. He got him swinging back in the first to end the inning. Curveball, he does it again. Eli Kelly sits down Mills for a 2nd time on strikes, and nobody can seem to time up that nasty curveball. Two outs now in the bottom of the 4th.
Brings up the first baseman, number 7, Braden Horton.
Braden Horton, the first baseman, making some good defensive plays. Gets a piece of 1 off the end of the bat and knocks it foul. Nobody seems to be putting anything in play recently against Eli. Feels like everything's either a foul taken or swinging strike. Fastball popped up. That one is in play. Inhofer going back on it. He'll be called off, and Johnson squeezes it for the final out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 yet again for Eli. He's retired the last 9 batters in order, pitching a shutout through 4. And the Hardhats still up 3-0 as we enter the back stretch of this game in the 5th inning. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Still 3-0. Oots is coming back out. Speaking of pitching perfect, he has gone through the order now between the 2nd and 4th innings, pitching a perfect time through the order. The last 3 innings, the Hardhats have gotten nothing. They've been following that trend of just scoring once.
In the 4th. For Parker Lightning.
Luckily, Eli not allowing anything, especially with that tiebreaker possibly coming into play. The Hardhats are going to obviously play for the win against Pueblo Azteca tonight. They can't clinch anything, and even if, they would still, play for the win, try to keep the win streak alive. Currently at 20 games, the Hardhats 30-8 on the season, which is a high in recent years. The last few seasons, they have not broken the 50-win threshold. They did end up winning state, though, so, you get hot at the right times, I get it. But 30-8, the record currently. Aiden Roberts going to lead off this inning. Hardhats would get to 21 wins with this one, and they would, post 22 in a row if they were to win against Pueblo tonight.
The 5th inning, leading off the 3rd baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
Roberts 1 for 2 in the game, 4 for 5 in the last 2 days. Swung on, hit down the line, and just foul. Good contact, though. That ball hits off of something and comes all the way out to the infield. A little odd. Maybe it hit one of the poles. But strike 1. Good start to the at-bat for Aiden Roberts. He has to pick up a spare ball. They're going to exchange it. Put it in the bad ball pocket. You got to make sure as an umpire you remember which one is the bad ball pocket. 0-1. Swung on and hit. Oh, Mills with another great grab.
Diving stop at 3rd for out number 1.
Landon Mills, his 2nd line-out grab on a hard-hit ball that would have gotten through by most 3rd basemen. Wow. He had the snag against Harry to end the second. And now against Mills, Kiefer lines one into center. Right fielder will make the play, and 2 down now on back-to-back pitches for Andenucio.
Shortstop number 15, Wilson. Kiefer flies out to right for out number 2.
2 outs now in the top of the fifth.
14.
Here's Harry Good. If somebody's going to break this cold spell, it would be him. Well, actually, it would probably be Aiden Roberts, and then it would be him. Aiden did his best, got good contact, drove it into a spot in between third and short, but landed Mills. An incredible reaction time. That one cracked down the line. Reminder, the Hardhats using wood bats here for the first time in the season. They're not used to this. And everybody's calibrating a little bit different. Harry doesn't like that the wood seems to take a little bit of power away. But he's also been playing very well and hitting very well with said wood bat. 1-1. Swung on, cracked down the middle. Taguchi trips and falls. That'll be a single for Harry Good. Taguchi put the toe of his cleat into the dirt and fell over. I believe that'll be an error. The first of the game for either team, allowing Harry to reach base. So that'll finally finally, for the first time since the first inning, a Hardhat is on the bases. Alex Dietrich will come up with a man to drive home. Harry, a good base stealer, but we haven't seen anybody take off for the Hardhats in this one. You haven't seen much stolen base action from anybody. He does take off. The throw from Taylor. Got him! The throw off of second base, but Harry struggling to find his traction in the dirt here. Had a little bit of a Looney Tunes moment, getting those legs moving with no forward motion at the start of the stolen base jump. But that'll be the inning. So Harry Good caught stealing. An error does not end up costing the Lightning Baseball Club anything, and it's still 3-0 in the middle of the fifth.
We're close to 22. They had no runs. There were no hits. There was one error and no one left on.
Recap that one. No hits, no runs, no earned runs. One error on Rylan Taguchi where he tripped and nobody left on. Still 3-0. Eli Kelly pitching great. Keeping the runs off of the board is the name of the game here for the Hardhats in this one. That's the secondary tiebreaker should something go south in the Pueblo game. The top 2 teams from each pool, each 5-team pool, or 6-team pool, will move on and play in a 4-team single elimination bracket on Sunday. There's a 12 o'clock game, all at Hobbs Field. We have a 12 o'clock and a 2:30 game. Don't know which one will be. It depends if we're the 1 or the 2 in the group. And then, should we win that game, playing for the championship at 7 o'clock at Hobbs Field. First pitch, outside, ball 1 for Kelly. He's pitching to the bottom of the lineup, the 7-8-9. Catcher Jack Taylor accidentally swung at a ball inside, and it got a piece of the, that's popped up softly to short, and Wilson Kiefer puts away the first out.
With 1 down.
He just got the bottom of that one, and it floated around, easily plucked out of the sky by Wilson Kiefer. Up comes Reed Salyers. He struck out swinging on 3 pitches his last time up. Low ball, wild one, but doesn't matter. There's nobody on. Like I said, Salyers batted just a .071 batting average in high school this season. Foul off the end of the bat. Strike 1. Eli, 5 strikeouts on the game, only allowing 2 hits, which both happened in the first. Surprisingly, the first inning, there was 6 hits. Since then, none for anybody. 1-1. Change up, misses low. 2-1. Eli, first team All-State selection in South Dakota, the only one of our pitchers to do that last season, returning for his senior year. Strike 2. Last season, Eli was a long reliever and a relief ace, eating up a lot of innings. Didn't allow a single earned run until the 23rd inning of work. Curveball, just got a piece of it. This time he wanted to make contact with the inside pitch. And fighting it off, we go to the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, chopped, foul. Two count now for Kelly. Curveballs, ooh, just high. I thought it might have caught the plate on the back on its way out. But, alas, it did not. Full count, fastball. Challenging the batter, Salyers does make contact. 3-2-1 count here for Eli. Kelly, heavily relying on the curveball for his strike 3. Fastball again. Salyers catches up to it and fouls it off. What an at-bat this has been. Entering the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Kelly trying to put him away. Curveball, just high. I think these pitches are hitting the back of the plate, but they aren't hitting the front.
Nice at-bat.
But that'll be a...
Puts a runner on first with 1 out.
1 out walk from Reed Salyers.
Number 35, Lucas Sale.
So, second man allowed on since the 2nd inning. First one was a leadoff man, Horton, who got stranded at second. Lucas Sale now up. He swung and missed on a full count. Strike 3. Back in the 2nd. Kelly tries the pickoff attempt. Infield playing a little bit wide. They're not playing double play defense at the moment. Roberts is defending the corner. Swing and a miss, Sale. Strike 1. Lucas taking his time to get back into the box. Needing a deep breath. And an 0-1 count. Kelly on the attack right now. Fastball taken just high. That ball flirting with the zone. A 1-1. Fastball high and outside. Sale unwavered by the pitch. And a 2-1 count. Fastball, fouled up and away. We got a 2-2. Shout out to the little hotspot. It's doing the best performance I've seen, putting up a generational run. Curveball, down and away. Sale able to resist the temptation. And full count now here for Kelly. He walked the last person on the full count after 2 foul balls. Fastball down the middle, popped up, might be playable. Dietrich ranging after it, and he will try to reach over the fence, but it will not be reachable. And yet another full count foul ball. Going to keep the at-bat alive here. Eli just can't get that final strike right now. I don't know if it's that they've seen him now once, and it's the 2nd time through the order, or if he's losing a bit of energy as the game goes on. I don't know. Trying not to put 2 on with 1 out, though. And the shutout, throw back to first, not going to get him. Attempt to catch Salyers, unsuccessful. Salyers did have 2 stolen bases. He only had 1 hit, but he had 2 stolen bases in high school this season. Kelly likes the signal. Fastball just outside. Salyers took off, but it won't matter. These Lightning Baseball Club players really working the count on Eli, forcing 2 rare walks. Kiefer giving him some support. He's doing a good job, but whenever he throws strike 3, it gets fouled away. The patience coming through.
First and second with 1 out. Brings up the leadoff batter to the shortstop. Number 16, Rylan Taguchi.
He has had 4 payoff pitches in each of the last 2 at-bats. But Taguchi going to lead off, or the leadoff man Taguchi now coming up with 2 on and 1 out. Double play in effect. Fastball low, taken for ball 1. Hardhats need to keep their runs down, not only for the win, but also for tiebreakers. The margin of error very small. Hardhats lead with the least runs allowed so far out of the 3 teams that could finish 4-1, but they only lead by 2 runs. 2-0. Taking off is the runner. That's hit. Smacked into left. Crossway going back on it. He can't make the grab. So coming home will be 1 run. He throws it into the cutoff man. There will not be a play. And a RBI double puts the Bolts on the board from Rylan Taguchi. The first hit since the first inning for either squad sends in a Lightning Bolts player.
Taguchi doubles in a run. Puts runners on second and third with 1 out.
Lucas Sale now on third. They're going to come check on the pitcher, Kelly. He's doing fine. But the hard work of Salyers and Sales paying off. They had to fight off a lot of pitches, use some good plate discipline, get some borderline calls, and work their way onto the base paths. It's paying off. And those kind of at-bats are the kind of ones that will win you games. So, Kelly gets a talk here from pitching coach Nick Kindred. And the infield. And now 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. The tying run in scoring position.
Second baseman number 9, Brock. Progi.
So Progi now up. He's 1 for 2. Had a single in the first inning off of Kelly. Flew out to left after that. Fastball low, taken for a ball. 1-0 count now for Progi. A chance to tie the game up on a single. Curveball just gets a piece of it, check swing. And that'll be a foul ball, strike 1. One count. Curveball, given a strike call. Might have been a little off, but considering how it's gone this inning, maybe, the fate's paying him back a little. 1-2 for Kelly. Strike down the middle, grounded to Roberts. He muffs it. He'll have to make the play at first. He does, but another run scores. RBI ground out. It's a 1-run game. So the Bolts making their comeback. Roberts would have had to play at home, but that ball ate him up a little. Scoring Sale.
Now,
Taguchi now on third.
Runner on third. 2 in, brings up the pitcher, number 12, Andenucio.
Oots has been pitching great. 4 no-hit innings in a row. He can give himself a chance at the win. Grounded up the middle. Sliding is keeper. He will not have a play, and the game all tied up on a single from Andenucio. He kept him in this long enough, and now he's paying himself back.
Oots gets an infield hit to tie the score.
Eli Kelly. We have a
Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Pitcher catcher can both have coverage.
Okay. Courtesy runner for the pitcher coming in.
Now batting number 18, Maddox Stahl.
It is Luke Thiel on first base. Thiel looking like he's going to take off right now. Doesn't. Strike 1, delivered on the outside of the plate, a curveball from Kelly.
Courtesy runner number 24, Luke Thiel.
1-1. Kelly needing to get out of this thing. It's already gotten a little ugly. High and outside, ball 2. This is the maximum amount the Hardhats have allowed in any game thus far in the tournament. And the latest that they have been tied. That's not true. Against Victus, they were tied 1-1 in the 7th. 2-2. It was only momentarily, but it did happen. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kelly trying to get the strikeout on Maddox Stahl. Curveball high, taking off as the runner. Elder's throw is a good one. No, they didn't get a cloud of dust enveloping the spot between short and second. Payoff. Swing and a foul tip off the mask of Elder. Stahl just able to survive that pitch. And the count remains full. This is where he's unfortunately walked people this inning. Curveball swung on into center. It'll get down. Stahl with the hit. The go-ahead run being waved home, and there will be no play. The Hardhats trail for the second time this tournament on a 5th inning rally from the Bolts where they score 4. This is something that the rest of the teams in our side are very happy about.
Some great plays today. Number 25, Joe Mills.
Lightning Baseball Club 0-4 in the tournament thus far. They're making some noise against the 3-0 team. Hardhats still need to win this game. Curveball smacked through the gap into left, and another hit. Landon Mills puts up the 4th hit of the inning for the Bolts, and it looks like Kelly losing his stuff here. He will be relieved of his duties after 4 2/3. Things were getting a little out of hand, though. They stuck with him as long as they could. 4.2 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 6 hits allowed, 3 walks, and is in position, believe it or not, for the loss. Like I said, this Lightning team 0-4 in the tournament thus far. Not one that probably Victus or Pueblo was anticipating the Hardhats having much trouble with. Jace Morgan warming up on the mound for the Hardhats. He's been a reliable relief arm. and DH/outfielder this year. He earned a win against Casper a week ago after pitching the final inning in a third in a game where the Hardhats came back in the bottom of the 6th
Now pitching
to win.
for post 22, number 22, Chase Morgan.
Hardhats on the ropes with a team that has not performed particularly well in the tournament. Very scary moment here with only 2 innings to go. The Lightning team lost to Woodward, a team that the Hardhats mercy ruled 12-0. They lost to Woodward 12-8. Then lost 16-1 to the Azteca Blue. And just earlier today, lost to Greeley 10-4. 12-4.
Brings to bat the first baseman, number 7, Braden Barton.
2 on, 2
2
outs.
out.
Jace Morgan facing, that's grounded, should be a play. Scooped by Anhofer, the throw on target in time. And that will be the inning. So the pitching implodes there in the bottom of the 5th. And in the top of the 6th, the Hardhats trailing for the first time all game, 4-3. Cannon Oots, after giving himself a lead with an RBI and a run scored, gonna have a chance to earn the win.
In the bottom of the 5th, for Parker Lightning, they scored 4 runs. 4 hits.
4 hits,
No
4
errors.
runs.
2 left on.
All 4 of them earned to the starter, Kelly. No errors, and 2 men left on. 4-3 the score. Hardhats in a very rough situation now, as the advantage they had on the runs allowed quickly evaporating as the other 2 teams, I guess Victus has not played this team yet. That is their final game, I think. Or have they played?
Victus plays Woodward. That's your last game.
So Victus, oh yeah, they played the Lightning, allowed 3 runs in a 9-3 game. So 3 runs against Victus, 1 run against Pueblo. Hardhats still undefeated, but would be in a very, very tough spot if they were to lose here. They'd be 3-1, even with a win against the Azteca.
They give up 4 to Azteca Blue. It's 5-4.
5-4.
Yes, Blue.
Yeah.
Azteca. You said 1.
Oh yeah, Victus, yeah. What a very scary situation Hardhats need to pitch themselves out of. And the offense needs to get clicking again. So, kind of, it's coming back to bite them, but leading off is Alex Dietrich. The Hardhats have not gotten a hit since back in the 1st, only reaching on an error in the last inning. Can't afford to do that anymore. Ball 4. Alex Dietrich takes a 4-pitch walk to start off the inning. That's a good start for the 6th for the Hardhats.
Dietrich walks, puts a runner on first, with no outs, brings up the DH number 20, Hayden Halleck.
Hardhats 20 game win streak on the line too. Taken high, 1-0. Low and outside, 2-0. So Oots struggling to find the zone in the start of the 6th here. He's pitched 6 consecutive balls. Halleck walked in the 1st, grounded out on a Good play. Called strike. Just nibbled on the edge of the zone there. And it's 2-1. Foul tip. Strike 2 again, so the count's still full. Hollick working it at the moment. Full count for Hayden Hollick. Man on first, nobody out in the top of the 6th. Swung on and grounded to Mills. He will throw it to second. 1. Now the relay in the dirt. Just got him. A scoop from the first baseman, Horton. And the Hardhats' progress quickly erased, as a full count turns into a ground out. 5-4-3 double play.
With 2 down, the batter.
And now Crossweight up again with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now batting the left.
Hardhats were starting to mount something, it felt like.
Crossweight, 2 down.
Felt like they were starting to mount something in a time where they desperately need it. And it was quickly erased by the good defense here for Parker. 1-0. Crossweight swings, drives one into center, going after it is stalled. That'll get to the wall. So Crossweight rounding for second. The ball still being picked up out there. He will hold up at second. A 2-out double. The Hardhats with their first hit since the opening inning of this game. Big hit there for Crossweight. Sitting fastball. He finds his pitch and crushes it.
Second with 2 outs. Brings to bat the second baseman, number 18, Dawson.
Inhofer now up. The tying run on first base, or on second base, my apologies. 0-1 count. Inhofer swings, drives it up the middle. It's going to try to take it himself to first, flips it over to Horton. And despite the hit and the walk, the Hardhats put up none in the top of the 6th. They'll only have 1 more inning to go to make a comeback. Things getting tense here. It's tough. Had Dietrich still been on the bases at first for that double, he almost certainly would have come around to score the tying run. But the double play erased him for the base paths. Hayden Hollick almost got a walk himself, but ended up grounding into the double play, and double play being the deciding factor and nobody scoring in the top of the 6th. So to recap, 1 hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs, no lightning errors. 1 man is left on, and it is still 4-3. Hardhats in some trouble. A 20-game win streak on the line here against a unassuming Parker Lightning team. The good news is the Hardhats still control their own destiny. They beat Pueblo tonight. They will be one of 2 teams with 1 loss in the little regional thing, the little pool. And they will advance to Sunday, actually with a 1 seed because they have a head-to-head win over Victus. But they cannot afford to lose to Pueblo tonight in the event they lose this one.
We move to the bottom of the 6th. Coming to bat the catcher, number 11, Jack Taylor.
Now Jace Morgan has to keep this thing close. He came in, finished off the inning with 2 on in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch, ball outside. He'll face the 7-8-9 here of Taylor, Salyers, and Sale. In the last inning, called strike, maybe a little bit low for Taylor. Taylor had a soft one fluttering over to short. Wilson Kiefer made the grab for the first out. Hit down the line but foul. One-two count. Morgan no Ks in the game, but he's only faced 1 batter. Swing and a miss. No, just got a piece of it off the top of the bat. Just barely. And that will not be the K. Taylor just about stays alive, leaning back in the zone. Fastball, low. Now a 2-2 count. Outside, ball 3. So Morgan, after almost getting the strikeout 2 pitches ago, now facing a full count with the opening man. Taylor. Swings late, gets a piece of it, fouls it away. And he will stay alive. Hardhats having trouble getting that final strike against this Lightning squad today. Well, at least recently. Ball low and outside, gets to the backstop. Elder will keep it there, but a walk issued to the leadoff man. Another full count walk that is fought for with foul balls from this Lightning baseball club.
Puts a runner at first. Courtesy runner number 17, Michael Runner.
That's what really got things started for this Lightning baseball club in the last inning, was their hard-fought walks off Eli, getting 2 on with 1 out.
Right fielder number 6, Reed Salyers.
Salyers shows bunt, puts it up. It actually leaves the park. That's something you usually see on a bunt. Pinch runner on first, replacing the catcher Taylor. Pickoff attempt, solid throw, but not going to get him. The man on first, rocking a red helmet. He's the only one of his kind on this team. Showing bunt again, it's put down, a solid one. Morgan can't scoop it, the throw still in time. Morgan, a great job to recover, almost disastrous, but the sacrifice bunt does advance the runner. Man, if Salyers was just a little bit faster, that would have been a crucial error on Morgan.
With 1 on, 1 out, the batter, number 35.
Man on second, 1 out.
Yeah.
Bolts trying to put more on the board, take it high. Hardhats still have the magic of this win streak here, but they haven't been caught off guard by a team like this in that set of games. 1 out. Strike delivered in the upper right corner from Jace Morgan. One. Curveball, wide, second ball. So a 2-1 count now to the 9-hole hitter Lucas Sale. Sale fought for a walk his last time up, ended up scoring. Smacks it softly to Kiefer. The throw on target, and the second out recorded. The runner keeps moving. So a ground out makes it 2 outs, but another run just 90 feet away. And up comes Rylan Taguchi.
Now coming to bat, number 16, shortstop, Rylan Taguchi.
Taguchi with a crucial RBI double in the bottom of the 5th. Strike, delivered at the letters. Taguchi 1 for 3 on the game, but did get the hitting back started against Eli Kelly after 3 innings of dormancy. Low, and great job from Elder there. That ball almost gets through his legs to score the run. Instead, he just gets a piece of the glove on it and keeps it from getting to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Strike 2, curveball down the middle. Taguchi staring at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morgan, no Ks yet. Almost got one against Taylor. Taguchi
Heads.
times it up, but foul. One ball, 2 strikes. High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. 2-2-2 for post 22. Number 22 on the mound. The offering. Fastball, called strike on the inside of the plate. Just got a piece of the zone there, and that will strand the runner. Jace Morgan sits down Taguchi for his first K of the day. And despite the man getting aboard to lead off the inning, nobody scores. It's still a 1-run game in favor of the Lightning Baseball Club. Parker on the verge of making the upset of the, or one of the 2 upsets of the tournament.
After 6 innings, Parker Lightning.
No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors. 1 man left on is 4-3.
22-3.
So the trend in this tournament so far for the Hardhats is that they have only scored in 1 inning of each of their games. They put up 12 against Woodward in the first, then they put up 2 in the 7th against Victus. They put up 4 in the first against Gojo, and they need to put up a run in a 2nd inning of the day. They need to put up another scoring inning here to avoid getting upset by this Lightning team. 0-4 versus 3-0. Typically, you'd expect that to be a little more lopsided. But they've stuck around, they've played good defense, fought at the plate. And the Lightning Baseball Club currently on top, heading into the 7th inning. So, coming to finish out what he started, Andenucio.
7th inning. Coming to bat for post 22. Their catcher, number 21, Josh Elder.
Elder, RBI single on the first and a ground out to first. He's been hitting at first base side. The infield noticing that. Shifting that way. That struck into right, and it will be caught. Hard contact does not reward the Hardhats as Reed Salyers catches it where he stands. Carter Johnson now up in a crucial situation. Only 2 more outs to go. The Hardhats won 20 in a row. Could their win streak end here at the hands of a Parker Lightning club? This is the first time I said on this had some where like Casper hung around, but Casper was always a good team. Low ball 2. 2-1 count. Carter Johnson needing to come through. Hits one into center. Caught by Stahl. 2 hard hit line drives into center or into the outfield. Both found gloves.
Now 2 down.
And the Hardhats down to their final out here. The win streak barely being held alive. They had to make several comebacks to keep it going. Walked it off in the 8th against Miles City back in the Veterans Classic. Then had to make a 5-run comeback in the bottom of the 7th against the Casper Oilers. And a 3-run comeback in the 6th inning against the Oilers as well. And then, of course, 2 runs in the bottom or the top of the 7th against Victus to win 2-1. Swung on down the line and just foul. That was nearly extra bases for Aiden Roberts. Instead, back to the plate 1-1. He's been the most consistent hitter in the tournament for the Hardhats. Curveball misses outside. He thinks about it, thinks better. And 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Hardhats down to their final out here in the opening game of the day against the Lightning Baseball Club. Swung on and driven into center. Stahl should have the play, calling for it, and he does. The Hardhats are upset by the Lightning Baseball Club. Cannon Hoods is swarmed by his teammates there on the first base line, and the Parking Baseball Club, after starting 0-4, upsets the 3-0 Post 22 Hardhats. The Hardhats 3-1. They will need a win against the Pueblo Azteca later tonight to win.
Excellent ball game, both the teams.
They'll need a win later tonight in order to make it to Sunday. Suddenly, the Hardhats in a tougher situation than they bargained for.
At 5 o'clock.
So the final score here, the Lightning Baseball Club from Parker, Colorado, 4. Post 22's win streak finally ends at 20 games and a 4-3 loss to the Parker Baseball Club. Final score, Lightning Baseball Club 4, Post 22 3. We have another game at 5 o'clock tonight against the Pueblo Azteca. Be there. This is a little bit of a shocker.
We will have another
We'll
game
have
here.
to wake up and get ready. So, thank you all for watching Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell bringing it to you. 5 o'clock game against Pueblo at the Hobbs Field.
Between Woodward and Victus.
Win and you're in.
Right here.
Lose and you're out. We will see how it goes.
After we have a chance to prepare
See you
the
again
field
later.